Alright, more clan collection again. This time with a new witch card, the OTT reverse unit which is battle sister support, and also ripples for Aqua Force. So let's begin. Alright, we're gonna start off with the Shadow Paladin witch card, Witch of Cursed Talisman Elaine. Grade 3, 13 power, force, and skills. Auto, when this unit on Vanguard is attacked or put in the Guardian Circle, cost, retire 2 Witch rearguards and choose one of your opponent's stand rearguards and retire it. I mean, it's an okay card to guard with, but probably not for trade 2 for 1 retire, especially when those retires will most likely be at grade 0 if this was on your Vanguard, but if you guard with it, this can disrupt an attack, which is okay. But when it comes to V, we do sort of lack witches. I mean, yes, Nemen can generate more witches if you want, basically herself, but the lack of witches can cause some problems. But anyway, second skill, Count Rearguard. If your Vanguard is a witch, this card cannot be chosen by your opponent's card abilities and can get intercept with power plus 5k. That's both players' turns, by the way. With a witch based deck, you're obviously going to have a witch Vanguard, so that's not entirely too bad. I'm just not sure if this is going to be really that helpful to the witch archetype for V. And now, the return of Ripples for Aqua Force, we got Silent Ripple Sartorial. Grade 1, 80 power and skills. Auto, when placed on Vanguard, look at top 7 cards of your deck. Look for Thundering Ripple Genovius or Rising Ripple Parvarth from among them and reveal it, put it in your hand, and of course shuffle your deck. Typical grade 1 that searches this, your ride line. And then second skill, Auto Rearguard once per turn. When this card stands by card ability, this card gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. Genovius is obviously going to stand this, and you do have other Aqua Force cards that can stand other rearguards, just not too many, but it does help as a 13k beater if this is the only card that is standing and just to attack with it. And then we go to Rising Ripple Parvarth, which is a grade 2 with 9k power, and the skill is Auto Vanguard Rearguard. When this card attacks, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 7 cards of your deck, choose one Thundering Ripple Genovius from among them, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. But if this card was on Rearguard at the end of that battle, you put this to Soul. Basically searches for your main grade 3, but spoiler alert, your main grade 3 for V, Genovius, does not do Persona Blast, so it's not completely necessary, but it does searches for another Ripple if you need it, and just in case you do use the original, but you're not going to use the original. And second skill is the same as the grade 1, where Auto Rearguard once per turn. When this card stands by card ability, plus 5k until the end of turn. Nothing really amazing, but still a mandatory 4-up because you do want this in Souls, hence why the first ability puts itself in Soul for the Genovius to get its full power. And finally, Thundering Ripple Genovius. Grade 3, total power, excellent skills. Auto Vanguard once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 5 cards of your deck, choose one card from among them and call it to Rearguard, and of course shuffle your deck. Very helpful because you do want Rearguards for Aqua Force, and there are so many lack of ways of generating Rearguards for Aqua Force. Yes, you do have some of the D-VS stuff that can help, but just more ways to generate your Rearguards really helps out because Aqua Force is a Rearguard reliant deck. And in second skill, Auto Vanguard, when this card attacks, if you have no front row standing units, cost Counterblast 1, choose one of your rearguards and stand it. If you have 4 or more damage, stand all your rearguards if you have a Parvarth in your soul. And then all units stood by this ability gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. Like I said, you do need the grade 2 to put this at full power, but it is really nice that you could stand your whole board all over again, especially for an Excel clan, so that can be quite nasty, especially with that extra power. And it's also very nice that you also can generate some rearguards with its first skill. Even if it's 1, it's still very helpful. So very cool to see this back. And now to OTT's Dokovan, we got Battle Sister support, our first card being Battle Sister Coco. Grade 1, 80 power and skills. Auto, when rolled upon, call this to Rearguard. A lot of cards does that. Second skill, Act Rearguard. Cost rest this unit, look at top card of deck, put it at the top or bottom. If you put it at the bottom, choose one of your units and it gets plus 3k power in a turn. So basically, you check your top card. If it's the card you want, well, of course, you're just going to leave it at the top. But if it's not what you want, you still at least get something out of it. And it's also nice that you can use this every single turn as an act. And because it's Battle Sister reversed unit, you could always just rest this and then just make this into a lock target. Next, Battle Sister Mocha. Grade 2, 90 power and skills. Auto, when rolled upon, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 2 cards from your deck, choose one card from among them, put it to your hand, and then put the rest on the top or bottom of your deck. Pretty nice. Second skill, Count Rearguard Guardian. If you have 3 or more Battle Sisters with different names, this card gets plus 5k power and 5k shield. And if you have 4 or more cards in hand, plus 5k power. And reminder, this is on both players' turns, so it can be a 19k base with 10k intercept, which is not too bad. And you do have enough Battle Sisters to make this really reliable. And then to the OTT reverse unit I wasn't expecting, Heretic Battle Sister Fromage Reverse. Grade 3, token power, protect, and skills. Count Vanguard. During turn, all your Battle Sister units get plus 5 key power for each of your locked cards. Which of course the second skill is going to help out with that because it's Act Vanguard. Once per turn, cost counter boss 1, discard a card from hand. Look at the top cards of your deck equal to the number of Battle Sister rear guards with different names, and then choose any number from among them and put it to the top in any order. Put the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. Then, cost, lock one or more Battle Sister rear guards with different names, and then draw a card for each card that you locked. Basically, stack your deck and then lock some stuff for draw power. Which, considering that you have the option just to put everything on the top and then just draw them after, you might just do that instead of putting them at the bottom, because organizing your triggers is nice. And because of this second skill, it basically boosts up the first skill. So overall, a pretty cool reversed unit. It's just not one I was really expecting, just like Spectro dupe. So that's it for these reveals. What do you guys think about the new Fromage Reverse, the new Ripple card, along with that random Witch Shadow Paladin card that we really need more support for the archetype, but not exactly that. Ripples is nice to see, Witch, it's a whatever, and Battle Sister Reverse unit is not something I really expect, but there was the what if scenario for Battle Sister, so I get that, although I would have preferred Tsukiyomi or Amaterasu. But anyway, that's it for this, and there's now only one more clan that needs to be revealed, and that is Link Joker with Omega Glendios. And now it's time to end this world.